Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So Total War has been warred, so I'll have to save those buffs for... it's King's Ruin has been ruined. And the expedition has been expedited. And we'll go to Portal next. I don't think I did Portal, so we'll do Portal real quick after this. Yes, let's portalize the portal. And of course, we're going to get 5 extra tickets for Hero Seal Day tomorrow. Going to be a great day. Now let's go get our 5 tickets. And there we go. And Total War does need... I keep forgetting to make videos for Total War. I've been meaning to for like another week now. We were on a moratorium where I was on like a break. But that was a while ago. And it was just like I was just doing other things. And I don't really have an excuse of why we haven't made a video or at least tried something. Oh. Well, I didn't need to do that. Well, that's something. I forgot about the other thing. Well, that actually kind of would be an interesting thing. Well, don't worry, there's ideas for me in my head. Not very many blues today. I think I finally figured out a solution to my problem. Alright, well, anyways, the Archer store has been purchased. Astrology. No, I haven't figured out a solution. Well, I kind of figured out a solution. We'll see. And astrology has been astrologized. And finally, it's time to purchase some heroes. Sorry, I'm thinking about something and it's distracted me. I'm just thinking about, like, if there's an alternate way I could do my sweeps, and then I kind of realized, oh, there probably is a way I could do it alternately. Oh, why don't I do that? And then, anyways, here we are. But all that said, though, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. Obviously, everything's great here. Yeah, I made a mistake with Marion. It's Harold. I made a mistake with Marion. Well, really with the artifacts just now. It's not a huge deal. I forgot that I had actually made that huge stockpile yesterday because we were kind of we're in a really weird spot. Oh, now I remember the dilemma. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's totally fine. We got a lot going on today. And now it's time to work on Marion's artifacts. Yeah, I guess time is weird. So we can at least get Marion's artifacts up to finally past 3,000. So congratulations, Marion. You've made your orb past 3,000. It kind of did things a little out of order here because of the changes. That's right. We're going to awaken this. Yep. It's all coming back to me now. So, like, I forgot. I honestly didn't even remember doing King's Ruin today. But it's because I slept. I was really tired. I think I need more sleep is one of the things I'm going with here. But it's not just that I need more sleep. I slept so hard that I feel like I've lost track of the days of the week. Which is a good and a bad thing. Alright, and dodge. But see, now I'm remembering where we are. So we're just going to work on the orb today, obviously. We don't have rings anymore. There's a reason in the season for this. And basically we just want to get the orb, and then we'll just catch the ring up tomorrow. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll all make sense in a minute here, because I was trying to... Basically, I wasn't expecting to get the crit damage, the crit damage yesterday, which is why the orb didn't go past 3,000. Oh. now the orb's flying defense. And so because of that, I didn't get the orb over 3,000. Now the orb is over 3,000, finally. And the and the reason we were stuck is because I also couldn't work on the ring, because the ring is about to hit 132 million, which I'm saving for tomorrow. Everything. The night. Oh, this is going to be the first time this actually comes in handy, having this banked. Because otherwise we'd have to dismantle 6. We wouldn't have enough orbs left over. We do now because of the bank we have. And... or defense. And... let's see. Can we throw these over here? Yeah. So... 131.96 million. We'll be getting 132 million tomorrow, I think. I think we can make that happen. 310,405 crit damage. And, of course, the orb is over 3,000 as well. So, a lot of stuff is happening these next couple days. Like, tomorrow will be 132 million. And we'll finally get the ring caught up. But we have to remember that I have this huge bank of 133 crystals that we don't need to dismantle. Now, the good news is I dismantled this. I took it up to 159. It's already dropped down to 133. It was 139 when I started. Would have been better to just remember that I had this. But it's no big deal. This is just basically stored XP for the future. We should be burning through this in about a week. We do have some time left, which means it's time for Sophia's runes. Marion has already done her runes. And we are all the way in Mythic now. Okay, we're at the hardest rune now. All the runes have been refined. We're on the hardest rune. Which is, it's going to be tough getting this one. Mostly because we usually didn't do crit damage, so this was a neglected rune because... why would you do this rune? 9. Can we get to 10? Huh? Alright, we got to 9 already. Because, the focus was getting the attack. You don't need crit chance. Well, okay, we got it to 11, which is... I think 400 should get her maxed out. Maybe. Well, not with that. Alright, I think we're going to be committed to finishing this. I was like, that's a lot of crit. Oh, wait, it's the wrong one. And this is where it gets fun. I'm glad I have a button to hold down to do this, because this is where it gets exciting. Because just look at how rare this rune is. We're just going to be burning through our rune seals like nobody's business. We actually might not even finish this today. We'll at least get one try in. We'll do one try. Yeah, but this is why this is not fun. I am so happy I set up a rapid tap button for this, especially for this summon. It used to be not so bad, but when I'm sitting on almost 8 million rune seals, it is bad. And the reality is, this is probably the first time we're actually going to be burning rune seals faster than I get them. Because what's been happening is, up to this point, yeah, I might use some rune seals, but they get about 100k a day, so they would just stack back up, and we don't do this every day. So this is the first time we're really actually going to be burning a lot of rune seals, in probably a pretty long time. And again, part of that too is because as we worked on everybody's attack, getting it all the way up to S rank, we didn't care about the crit damage. I mean, the crit. It's not crit damage. If it was crit damage, we would care. Crit damage is the fourth one. We didn't care about crit chance. And we really don't. This is just like, we're pumping stats for the sake of pumping stats. That's basically what we're doing. Actually, today's a special day. Today's a 1000th episode, if I'm right. Am I right? I think I'm right. Ooh, I need to find that out, because I didn't realize today's a 1000th episode. It took me a little bit to get to that realization. Oh, so we really knew we're going to finish Sophia's runes. For the 1000th episode, we are going to finish Sophia's runes. Absolutely 100%. That's not really not special, though. I had another special thing planned, and now I don't know that I want to do it right now. I forgot today was the 1000th episode. Well, you know what? We'll do both. It'll be a 1,000 episode extravaganza. How about that? Yeah, I'm glad I remembered because I almost forgot. I need to verify that I'm not wrong. Let me verify that because this is the issue with making episodes like this is I lose track. Yeah, this is the 1,000th episode. Okay. Is I lose track of what episode I'm on, and I told myself it was going to be today, and I was just tired. This is what happens when you're tired. You forget things. You become old. You're lazy. You're sleepy. Yeah. No, it's just really I was tired, and I didn't even think. The 1,000th, I almost want to start over now because now it should be like, oh, it's the 1,000th episode. And like, I just am like so used to just going through like, all right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Da, 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 da. But now it's the 1,000th episode. So I did have something special planned for the 1,000th episode. We were actually going to spend my rubies, which is something I've had so many questions about over the years of like, what is Airden? When are you going to spend your rubies? And I was like, I don't know. When I feel like it. Because to me, the rubies just like weren't anything special. Well, they were special, but the issue always was there was nothing good I could spend my rubies on. It's not like I could spend my rubies and buy the crystal shards for Total War, right? I can't buy those with rubies. If I could buy those with rubies, I would turn all my rubies into that because the only thing that at the stage of the game that I'm in, we were going to stop at 36, but now we're going to 48. It's a 45 right now. Because the stage that I'm in, that was the only thing that mattered, right? Nothing else really mattered. So I was just like, well, whatever. We'll just do this. It's fine. But now it does matter. So, okay, we got to 48. Well, let's get Sophie's. We'll try and finish Sophie's rune. Please, one of these work. The last one. Thank goodness. So we can refine this. Refines right away. Beautiful. And now we can look. All of Sophie. We have completed Sophia's runes. They are all done. Every one of them is a beautiful 12. And all at least S or A. Sophia's runes are complete. That does mean we're moving to... Christian his runes are all complete. Marion's runes, of course, all complete. Vincent is going to be next. That's kind of interesting. Did we start Vincent? No. Okay. For whatever reason, we did get his crit chance up to plus 12 here. Probably just for the hell of it. So next up is, I believe we're going to start with Vincent. Yes, because he has a lot of gaps here. So we'll start with Vincent, work our way through, but that's not today's special thing. We're going to actually spend them on gold. Which this is something you'd never see me do, because this is not worth it. In my opinion. So basically, I get about 4 billion, 5 billion gold a day. We're buying like 20% of a day for 2,000 rubies. The exchange rate is just not good. Like the amount of rubies we're spending for gold, this is not a good exchange rate. But because it's the 1,000th episode, we're going to spend 1 million rubies. I was going to do 100,000 rubies, but we're going to do 1 million rubies. And we had like 1 million, we're going to go down to 700,000 rubies. I really should have paid more attention to what we started with. But whatever, we're going to drop this to, 700,000. At this point, I'm kind of disappointed you can't see how many rubies you have here, so this could take a while. And honestly, the reason I decided to do this is because we're not going to push anytime soon. Because the issue with pushing is it's all going to depend on the time of King's Ruin, and increasing the health of the castle does not help you clear King's Ruin faster. Believe it or not, doesn't help. We are going to do a few other things. We're going to finish leveling somebody with all this gold. With all this gold, somebody's getting leveled. That's right. Oh, okay, if I click right here. Oh, I moved too much. If I click like right here on the edge, I can click both, and we can do it faster. Yay. I don't even know how many... We're going to find out. Yeah, I know everybody has asked me since the beginning of starting playing this game, what do you spend your rubies on? I'm like, I don't find anything worth it. There's not... Because, so at the beginning of the game, you needed... Survivability did matter, and I didn't have enough. But I wasn't really worried because then it was very obvious we were going to get an update at some point. Because the way they planned this game out was that the mythic stuff was all locked away at first. So I wasn't worried about it. And I was like, well, we'll get it when we get it. And I basically had to stall in King's Ruin until I had an easy time to clear King's Ruin. But you couldn't infinitely stall King's Ruin. That was one of the things that just wasn't possible with the original iteration of the game. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Okay. No, it's missing. Okay, I did accidentally do this, but... Oh, that was wrong. This is much better. I set up a rapid tap button to buy this. I'm getting about... We need to estimate how much gold I'm going to need to spend. Alright, so I need to spend about 700k more. We'll stop at like 750,000. It'll be close enough to 1 million rubies. Or actually, no, we'll stop it at 699 because I know I had 1700. So it'll be over 1 million rubies. How about that? So this is going to be a while. Let's see, 700k. All right, I'm going to have about 1 trillion. We're going to spend 1 trillion gold today. Wow. Okay, this is going to be kind of interesting. I didn't plan on buying 1 trillion gold today. There is actually somebody in the Discord, if you follow the Discord, that I'm not going to say I'm directly competing with, but I'm indirectly competing with. I'm probably going to be the first support. He's probably going to be the first warrior. I figure that's how it's going to shake out. He got better artifacts than me. He was much more patient, and rightfully so, has better artifacts than me because of his patience. And it's mostly because, so I made a couple mistakes with artifacts. Number one, I didn't realize I needed to focus on one hero. I was still playing the game how I wanted the game to be and not what the game became. And so that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but I wanted the game to basically be where all the heroes' contributions mattered, because otherwise it's boring if one hero does all the work and everybody else is just standing around there to look nice, you know? Really, it'd be 2 heroes, right? You can argue that, okay, well, if you're a warrior, well, you have to have Daniel and Brian, and if you don't, use your artifacts on Daniel, and you have a third here. Because there was somebody on the Discord who just straight up was all in on Daniel, which I don't think is a bad choice. But it's extremely RNG, because it basically depends on Daniel finding the right target. But Daniel, because he attacks so fast, became a buzzsaw, but his damage grows slower. Because the issue is with Daniel, even though he has really high attack and all that, because basically they gave Daniel like double the attack of everybody else to make up for the fact that he doesn't have a special. So he has a really high base attack. But the reality is once you get enough flat attack, your base attack just matters less and less. Which is a big flaw, because I feel like if I had enough base attack, if I had flat attack on both my artifacts, I feel like Christian probably would overtake Marion for stuff like King's Ruin and stuff like that. I don't know about Total War. Maybe for Total War. Total War is going to be tricky because of just how things work. Maybe, maybe not. So the thing with Christian is he'd be really good at killing clumps of enemies, but most of the enemies are spread across the screen the way Marion attacks. So Marion should do better with killing like stuff like across the screen. Because what would happen with Christian is he would probably kill like isolated areas where Marion should be able to take out like all the dogs in the front of the castle. Well, reality is she would kill one of the dogs, then probably pick another one in the front of the castle and finish him off with the, you know, and finish off the rest of them with the second special, which also could be a manual special at that point. We're going to check here in a minute. Yeah, I forgot today's a special day. The 1000th episode. But I could see Christian, like, at high enough attack, just overtaking Marion. And I mean, there does become a point where your basic attack becomes so strong, your basic attack one-shots, which is just beyond... Which just Christian wins all the time. Because he would just be doo-doo-doo, gone, doo-doo-doo, gone, doo-doo-doo, gone. But the reality is, after this, we're going to work on... when we finally finish this, we are going to work on Vincent. So that's going to be a big thing. And we are going to get the right artifacts for Vincent, and they're going to be rare 2 artifacts. And it is going to take a long time for the rare 2 artifacts to surpass what Marion has. But because Marion doesn't have flat attack, they will surpass her eventually. And because of how the growth between level... So the interesting thing is the substats grow more than 10% per rank. So like going from rare to the next one, the substats grow. So that means the flat attack's going to be a lot more in a rank 2 versus a 5-star. And also the crit damage is going to be a lot more. However, it takes 10% more XP, and also the damage component of the artifact itself. So so for example, a rare 2-star is basically 1.2% per level. And so but it takes 10% more XP, so that's equivalent. But even though it takes that extra 10% total XP, the substats are a lot better. Okay, we're at like 600 billion. So let's see. Oh, okay, we're pretty close. I'm glad I checked. All right, I was a little short here. Okay, 2 more. We can do the manual. Okay, so we've spent over 1 million gems on gold. So now we have 622. This is basically almost half a year's worth of gold. Oh, I didn't even do this, so we'll do this now too. We're going to do this first. Let's get all of this done. Challenge the battlefield boss. I kind of forgot. To check this. Oh, I must have run out of farming. Whoops. I'll have to fix that. You want to watch an ad? I'm kidding. We don't have ads. Okay. So that's done. So now everything is complete. Except leveling up the heroes. We're going to come back to that. We're going to complete this. 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 And this. So I've officially bought half a year's worth of gold, give or take. Okay, more like 4 months. So now we're going to level up. Yep, we're going to level up Vincent. So I should have enough in the bank to actually finish leveling Vincent's max. And I'm actually shortcutting this to... So the reality with the original plan was to level up the castle to 23 million, but I have so much gold. I think we're going to run out of soul stones before anything. So let's just see what happens. This will be 5,000 levels for Vincent. So I'm going to stop it right here for just a minute. Grab this, grab this, grab this. Go back to Vincent. Let's go. We're going to take him all the way to 20k. No question. Just watching that gold just slowly trickle down. We're almost at to 18. So now I have to spend... If I get about 2,000 gems a day... You know, I don't know how long it's going to take me to rebuild all my gems. God bless them. Okay, so I think we're definitely going to have... I think we only needed 160 billion soul stones. So I think we're definitely going to have enough. So now this becomes a dilemma. Yeah, I think we're going to finish. And that is a 20,000 Vincent. Vincent finally is maxed out. So almost 5 million attack, that's really nothing. He's not going to do any damage, but he's maxed out now. So this is interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get Brian to 8,000. You're probably like, why are you getting Brian to 8,000? Everything in this world happens for a reason. And it's actually going to be 8,200. And 5. Okay, so we're going to get Brian 5 levels. And at this point, we're going to dump the rest of the levels in Daniel. So basically, I moved the counter. So we've been doing this for 42 days. I moved the counter over from Daniel to Brian. That was the whole reason. So now Daniel is just going to get a bunch of levels. And then basically we will go back to Brian. For Brian's basically going to be the count of how long we've been doing this strategy. And yeah. And again, like, this is really not that impressive, people. You could save up for even longer. I just like the idea of just the levels just climbing. Just climbing. Eventually we'll go back to just playing the game as normal, too. And I actually, when I started saving up and going all in on the castle, this was not my plan. This was not my plan at all. Oh, now I remember what my dilemma was. I was going to do the 10,000 episode today, do the orb tomorrow, which I already ruined and made a part of today. Whatever, today's a big extravaganza. We did a little bit of everything. Save the ring, save the orb for tomorrow, save the ring for the next, it's whatever. It's the 10,000th episode. You're going to get a lot today. And no, I don't recommend you spend your gems like that. I mean, it kind of depends. Like, if you really need extra castle health, you can, but you would need to wait until you're at 24,030. Or higher. But again, once you beat Total War 1210, castle health shouldn't matter. You should have enough DPS to do anything in the game. Goodbye, soul stones. I just like how the billions are slowly going down quicker and quicker. We're not even at 14,000. So I think the midpoint for leveling your heroes is actually 16,000. Like, that's the halfway point because of how the costs increase. And so we're almost, I think we'll get to maybe 16? Maybe. It's going to start speeding up even faster. I remember when we started the game, because it was like 12,000 was like unobtainable when the game first came out. And people wanted to refund because they put too many levels in the wrong hero. And the game was like, the game company was like, no. All heroes, okay, we got over 16,000. And we're out. I'll probably get another level for Daniel at some point. And we have 200 billion left over. So now Daniel is 16,000. And I still have some billions in the bank. I don't know if I can get him another level. Probably not. No, 31 million. Now it's the castle's turn. You know, I guess I could change it how I do it, because I could say the orb hit 3,000 yesterday. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll say the orb hit 3,000 yesterday, and this will be just the leveling extravaganza. Okay, and we did hit 23 million on the castle. So we're technically going to be doing this strategy moving forward. Oh, well, that's fine. I can give 5 levels to Brian. It's not a big deal. I guess 500 billion gold is a lot. I think it was 600 trillion. I mean, I think it was 600 billion. I guess it is a lot of gold. I got my rubies back up to 700k. I kind of dislike that you can't see how many actual rubies you have. Wow, I have no idea what the castle's going to be at. Wonder if we'll hit 24 million. Oh, we're only using 32 million a level. Okay. Wow, okay, we got a ways to go. I didn't even think we were going to get this many levels on the castle. I think we might be close to 24 million. Okay, now we're running out. And we're finally out. So the castle is level 158,000. Vincent is 20k finally, and Daniel is 16,274. So how much do you think the castle's at? So I don't think we hit 24 million. We didn't. I'm gonna go with 24.39 million. 23,777 million. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? That's 23.7. I wasn't even close. How much is that? Okay, so 2,000 rubies is about 5,000 health. So we need 220,000 health. Yeah, I guess we'll spend some more rubies. We'll get it. We're gonna get the castle 24 mil. As part of the celebration, I am gonna have to save up a lot of rubies to make up for all this damage I've done to my finances. And going forward, we're just gonna probably be leveling like normal. Like, no more dumping all into the castle. We'll just level hero like normal. We will still use Brian as our counter, because I like the idea of him being the counter of how long we've been doing this, but I could use a different hero. We'll see. Maybe I'll use a different hero, so I'll just leave Brian. I'll, like, round Brian to 8,500. It's not a big deal at this point. Alright, let's go. Some more levels on that cat. So now we're well over a million. We put 1.1 million gems. And we're just trying to get to 24 million at this point, just for the hell of it. So I think we get 100 levels is about 3 billion. And that should be about 15,000 XP. Or 15,000 XP, 15,000 health. So I think we have purchased enough to get the castle to 24. Yeah, there we go. We got 24 billion. I went a little over. Not too much over, I guess. All right. I'm going to go with 24.111. Not even close. So 24.06 million. So that's a big day. We've been saving up for this since I started playing the game. Really not much else we can spend our stuff on, so what do you know? But that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Actually, wait a second. I wanted to show the DPS meter, because this is the old one. So Vincent was about 4%, Daniel was about 1%, Sophie was 1%. So we're going to do a repeat. I don't want to do another battle. Now, obviously, Sophie is just cleaning house here. I mean, that's kind of her job to clean the house. I mean, not Sophie, Marion. Marion's job is to clean the battlefield. Sophie's job is to clean the house. Sorry, I mixed them up. Alright, let's take a look at the damage. 5% and 2%. So they're doing slightly more from all that. I don't remember I think the archers were still 5th, so even with all the... I don't think that attack for the archers really meant anything, but we did get the archers some extra attack. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.